Hey there, I'm Michelle, and welcome to the Leadership Growth Lab, the podcast where we ditch the leadership fluff and get into what actually works. If you're a new or emerging leader trying to figure out how to lead people without losing your mind or your integrity, you're in the right place. I've spent over 30 years leading teams, making mistakes, and learning the hard way so you don't have to. This isn't about motivational posters and feel-good quotes. This is real talk, real stories, and real strategies to help you become the leader you're meant to be. Let's get into it. Good morning. Today I want to talk about how to recognize when a team member is not challenged enough. And maybe it's getting a little impatient with wanting to move forward and take on more roles, but they're not actually staying. So this happens a lot of times when somebody's brand new. They want to jump in head first and you have a lot to do. And it depends on your organization, how things are set up. At our place, I'll be honest, the technical access to things takes a little while. So usually the first couple weeks, if not several weeks, usually 3 to the first month, honestly, it's a really difficult because you don't have access to everything. The training currently is not really in place. I'm working on getting that in place. And so it's really tough for a new team member to kind of understand their role and to feel productive. However, I'm working fast to get that changed. So when new team members come in, there is like a training protocol, there is steps in place. But in the meantime, I have a new team member who has been with us maybe 2 weeks. And, to be fair, she is transitioning out of her former role. She had some prior commitments with that. And we agreed that she could finish up those things. They happen a lot on weekends. Her role, though, is really a lot of weekend heavy involvement. So it's a little tough to schedule her for what her role is intended as, because she's not always available when these things are going on. That being said, I have other projects. And this goes back to, as a leader, making sure that you're organized enough and know what the scope of different projects are, what are the tasks that you have to own versus what you can delegate, and being organized enough to be able to hand those tasks off to somebody and let them own it. So that's where I'm at right now. I have given her a couple tasks. She is working on it, but I understand it. In her mind, it probably feels like busy work because it's not directly in line with what she was hired to do, but it definitely supports the department. And until she has all of her tech access, including her training access to the main event portal that we use, it's going to be difficult for her to really catch on and do that. That being said, I am going to work with one of our folks today, one of our salespeople today, and have her hand off a good amount of the events so that this person can start scheduling things for herself to do, introducing herself to the clients, setting up next steps with them, all of those kinds of things. So she starts feeling like she's producing in her role. The reason I know that she's under fulfilled right now is because she sent me an email today and basically said, she's not pressed to work 30 hours a week on weeks where there's not a lot going on, and would be absolutely fine working less. I appreciate her integrity with that, and I likely will cut her back a little bit, especially for next week. I can absolutely cut her back a little bit. The danger is I want there to be the continuity for her so that she is still in the loop on everything and still is learning everything. Well, with that, I do understand that she doesn't have quite enough work on her plate right now to warrant the amount of time she's in the office. So we're going to change that. Just like I'm speaking efficiency and noticing things in other departments, I need to walk that walk. If I'm going to talk that talk, I need to ensure that my department is being as efficient and productive as possible. So today I'm going to sit down with her, look over what she has on her plate right now, what events she's been assigned so far, and we're going to come up with a game plan to make sure that she is on more of a regimented schedule training and learning, but we're going to do this next week, but we can still do this next week. I may give her her goal sheet today. Even though this will be a brief mini one-on-one, we'll still meet next week and actually go through the goal sheet and talk about what she wants to accomplish while here. So keep an eye out for those telltale signs when your reports are telling you, hey, I'm okay working less hours. I understand, when there's not a lot going on. It's them saying, like, listen, I don't have enough to do. I am under fulfilled right now in my job responsibilities. Give me more. I want more. So recognize that early on and challenge them and give them more than maybe they think they can handle and push them beyond their limits. And then be there to support them, guide them throughout the process. All right, that's all I got for you today.
Thanks for hanging out with me today in the Leadership Growth Lab. If this episode resonated with you, do me a favor, share it with another leader who needs to hear it. Got a question or a leadership challenge you want me to tackle? Send it my way. I want to hear from you. Until next time, keep leading yourself first and the rest will follow.